Okay, let's dive right in. We're looking at some source material you sent over today.
That's right. It's excerpts from a story called Karl Crab Takes Land.
Karl Crab Takes Land.
Okay. Yeah, and it sets up this interesting situation. We meet Carl. He's a crab, lives underwater.
Doing normal crab stuff, I assume?
Totally, building sandcastles, working on a sideways shuffle. Pretty standard crab life.
Right, the usual. He's comfortable there.
Exactly. But then, plot twist. Carl makes this really bold move.
Oh, what does he do?
He decides he's leaving the sea. He wants to become a land crab.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
From the sea to the land, that's quite a leap.
It is. And his friends, well, they're pretty surprised. The story mentions, they point out he's never even worn flip-flops.
Yeah, that kind of highlights how unprepared he seems, doesn't it?
It really does. It shows just how big a deal this is for him, stepping way, way outside his comfort zone.
So what happens next? He just walks out.
Well, he packs first. The source tells us he gets a backpack ready.
With essentials, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Kelp snacks. Very important. Goggles. And, get this, a seashell selfie stick.
A seashell selfie stick.
Yeah,
Seriously?
so apparently. And with that, he heads out onto the land, which the story describes as warm and strange, unfamiliar territory.
Okay, so he's on land. How does that go? Smooth sailing? Or, smooth scuttling?
Definitely not smooth at first. The story makes it clear there are challenges right away.
But maybe some good stuff, too.
Yes, exactly. It hints at unexpected fun mixed in with the difficulties. That contrast is pretty central, I think.
So what kind of challenges are we talking about?
Well, classic land problems you wouldn't know about. He slips on a banana peel.
Oh, no. A classic gag, but probably not funny for Carl.
Probably not. Then he gets chased by a seagull. Imagine that from a crab's perspective.
Terrifying, like a giant feathered monster.
Right. And maybe the funniest bit, he mistakes a garden gnome for royalty.
A cardinal. Oh, Carl. He's really out of his element.
Completely. The story even shows him wearing a lettuce leaf like a hat at one point, just feeling totally weirded out.
Land is weird. I bet he thought that.
He actually muttered it, according to the source. It really drives home that feeling of awkwardness, when everything is new and strange.
Yeah, that makes sense. Making mistakes is part of it.
Absolutely. It shows that starting something new is often weird and difficult.
But it doesn't stay that way, right?
Mm.
Does he start to adapt?
He does. That's the next phase. After these initial fumbles, Carl starts to find his footing. He starts to, figure things out.
Okay, how? What does he do?
Well, crucially, he makes a friend, an earthworm named Wiggly Wanda.
Ah, finding allies. Important in a new place.
Definitely. And then there's this great scene where he finds a trampoline.
A trampoline. What does a crab do at the trampoline?
He bounces. Sideways, of course. Still shuffling.
Ah, he bounces sideways. That's amazing.
It is. And it's such a good image, right? Because it kind of shows one of the main points.
Right.
That you don't have to, completely ditch who you are to try new things. Carl is still doing his crab shuffle, just on a trampoline now.
Ah, I see. So the new experiences add to him. They don't replace his crabness.
Exactly. He's still Carl the Crab. But now he's Carl the Crab who's also experienced land things.
That's a really interesting way to put it. So is there a peak moment for him on land?
Oh, absolutely. The story builds up to the annual land dance-off in the park.
A dance-off. Does Carl enter?
He does. He brings his signature move.
The crab shuffle.
The legendary crab shuffle. And guess what?
He wins.
He wins. His totally unique crab move wins the land dance competition.
That's fantastic. What's the prize?
A trophy made of, wait for it, driftwood and cheese puffs.
Driftwood and cheese puffs. Perfect. Perfectly weird, just like his adventure.
It fits, doesn't it? So if we step back and look at Carl's whole journey.
Yeah, from the sea, the banana peels, the gnome, to winning a cheese puff trophy.
What are the big takeaways here, based on the source?
Well, first off, trying new things, even scary things like land was for Carl, can be really exciting and rewarding, like the dance-off win or meeting Wanda shows.
Okay, that makes sense. What else? The stumbles matter too. The slipping and the seagull chase. They basically say, it's okay to mess up. It's fine to feel awkward when you're learning. That's expected.
Right. It's part of the process, not a sign of failure.
Exactly. And maybe the most insightful point shown by him still shuffling is that growing doesn't mean erasing your old self.
You just add new layers.
Yeah. You add skills, perspectives. Carl is still a crab, just a more experienced one.
He broadened his horizons without losing his core identity.
Precisely. And we also learned one undeniable fact.
Let me guess. Crabs have rhythm.
crabs can definitely bust a move. He's got the trophy to prove it.
We wouldn't know that without Karl being brave enough to try land.
True. So, thinking about Karl's whole arc, sea to land, awkwardness to triumph.
It leaves us with something to consider, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you step that far out of your comfort zone, try something totally alien to you. Does it fundamentally change who you are at your core? Or does it just add new dimensions, new skills, new perspectives to the person you already were?